The Atari 2600. When it comes to retro gaming, there are few systems cooler than the Atari 2600. But if you've ever tried to hook one up to an HD TV and ended up with this, then this video is for you. So what you will need to hook up your Atari 2600 is an AV cable, which is this one here, the RF cable. Now, in my particular model, that is literally built in right here. So I really hope this cord doesn't break at any point in time because I will be in trouble. But that terminates in a standard RF plug that goes directly into the antenna plug of your TV. The TV you will need is a TV that has a tuner that supports analog tuning. So if you've got a brand new TV that only has a digital tuner, you are a little bit out of luck. And of course you need a power adapter. So this one uses a very unique that I haven't seen on any other device, which is this thing. It looks a bit like a 3.5mm jack that goes in the back here. And of course, like all good retro gaming systems, there is no power indicator light. So you've got no idea whether your system's working or not until you get a signal. Okay, so we've got our antenna cable plugged into the antenna port on our TV. We've got the power connected. We've switched the power on, and now we're ready to find this signal. So I've grabbed the remote control for my Samsung Plasma TV, and I'm going to hit the menu option, come down to channel, and most TVs will have a very similar sort of setup, but they might have slightly different naming or a different way to get to the menu. We're going to go OK, and we're going to go enter or OK again on auto store. Now, what this is going to do is it's going to start searching from channel 1, from 40 megahertz, all the way through, and it's going to hopefully find the signal for our 2600. Let's go and hit start now. So there you go. We have finished our scan and we've got us some Space Invader action. So let's see what we've got here. If we go back to our menu and back to channel, that's the wrong one. Let's go to the actual channel and the channel manager, and we'll jump in there. So we can see here that we have channel 71 and we have it stored in there under program number 1. So if we flick up, obviously that goes off because it's on 47, back here channel 71, and it found it pretty quickly. Now there's one more thing to check when you are playing with an Atari 2600, and that is this switch right here. So you may be able to say that that says channel 2 or channel 3. Now if I flick this switch back to channel 2, we lose our signal and get some horrible noise. So if I flick it back to channel 3, we're good to go. So that's actually going to send it to a different channel, and that was literally for when you had an old school TV that you had to flick the channel to. It was so that if in your area, region, country, if you had an actual TV station on one of those channels, you could flick it to go to a different channel. So you don't really need to change that, but if you plug it in and it works and you unplug it, you plug it back in and it's not, then you may have inadvertently flicked that channel selector over. So one more thing before we finish up. Obviously we're connected, we can plug a joystick in and play some amazing Space Invaders here, but you will notice, you might have thought, well, that was really convenient. I didn't know that they would have programmed these games in widescreen 16:9 ratio. Well, they haven't. It's actually stretched. We've got a pretty fat little spaceship there and some fat aliens. So if you are a purist and you want to get that a little bit closer, we've got an option. If we go back to our menu again, clickety here, and then go to our size of our picture, we can actually change this. So at the moment it's on 16:9. If I adjust that, I can go wide 4:3. Don't really know why that makes a difference. We can zoom it on in, or if we want it to be absolutely authentic, we can go to 4:3 and select that size. And when we hop back out, it now looks like we are gaming in a nice square 4:3 window. So it's not going to be perfect. The scaling on an HD TV is not perfect. If you want it to be just like a retro TV, you're going to have to get yourself a retro TV. Oh, and you can see we've got some interesting refresh rate stuff going on here with this mode on the camera. It doesn't look like that on the screen, but it certainly does on the camera. So that's it. I hope if you've got a 2600 you want to hook up, that this has helped you out.